Assalamualaikum and hi doctor. I am Siti Sarah Akila binti Ciani. I am from RCF 2486C and I am from Group 8. And I'm here to present about my group project of graph theory. My group members are Nur Fahana binti Muhammad Asri and Nur Aisyah binti Muhammad Khalil and Nurul Liana binti Abdul Ghani. Our project title are Flood Notification System among 5 residential houses in Arau Perlis. First of all is introduction. We will intro about flood. One of the most common natural disaster in Malaysia is flood. A flood is an overflow of water that submerges land that is usually dry. Flooding can have a devastating impact upon the lives of those affected, whether that is in damage to property or vehicles, injury, and in the worst case of the scenario is loss of life. Next, the main reason why flood happen. The first one is increased urbanization, the second one is bad farming practice, and the third one is deforestation. The first one, increased urbanization, it can lead to reduce the ability of land to absorb rainfall through the introduction of hard and impermeable surfaces. Next causes is bad farming practice, which is some farmers have caused soil and water to flush into rivers by leaving fields bare and compacting land with cattle and heavy machinery. And then they also even chosen the wrong direction to plough in, which can cause floods. And the last one is deforestation. Deforestation is responsible for the loss of vegetation, holds down the soil, which acts as a sponge and absorbs most of the water when it rains. According to the STAR in 2017, on 22 September, several areas were submerged in knee-deep water after rains for all day long. And one of the affected areas is Pekan Arau in Arau Perlis. Flood in Perlis has displaced 1,200 people from 365 affected families in 16 evacuation centers. Next, problem statement. Flood can cause loss of life. So, flood may happen anytime during any season at any area around the world. So, early warning for the communities could save lives and also their properties. In the past days, early warning and notification are usually informed through news in television. But then, the information nowadays are easily passed through the social media platform and other internet platform. However, this method of spreading the warning is not fully effective and reliable because some housing areas do not have internet coverage, limited coverage, and lack of technology devices, especially in some rural areas such as some areas in Arau.
Okay, next is problem solution on how to solve this problem. To solve the problem, the first step is we need to list all of the assumptions. Since there are no district office in Perlis, so we use Department of Land and Mines. Okay, there are five selected residential areas, which are Taman Santan Jaya, Taman Bersatu, Taman Seriwang, Taman Seripau dan Taman Utara Gua Sanji. And next, the type of vehicle that we use to notify all the residential area is Toyota Hilux, since it is one of the most durable car. And then, Toyota Hilux use diesel as a fuel. The cost for fuel is RM0.07 sen per kilometer. There is no toll while travelling to all the residential area. The formula to calculate the total cost is total cost equal total distance multiply with 0.07 liter multiply with RM RM2.02. Next is adjacency matrix. Adjacency matrix is used to represent the network graph. Adjacency matrix also used to identify minimum distance for each residential areas. Next is network graph. Network graph is used to show the interconnection between a set of entities. Each nodes represent 5 residential areas which are Taman Santan Jaya, Taman Besar 2, Taman Sri Wang, Taman Sri Pau, Taman Utara Gua Sanji. After doing the research and calculation, here are the suggested path. And the first, we start with Department of Land and Mine. Next is we go to Taman Santan Jaya, then we go to Taman Sri Pau, and then we go to Taman Gua Sanji, and then we go to Taman Sri Wang, Taman Bersatu, and lastly we go back to the Department of Land and Mines. So for the travelling, the total distance is 41.8 km, while for the total cost is RM5.91.
So for the conclusion, in a nutshell, the runner will start spreading the information from Department of Land and Mine of Perlis to Taman Santan Jaya, to Taman Seri Pau, then to Taman Utara Gua Sanji, and then to Taman Seri Wang, and then to Taman Bersatu, and lastly back to Department of Land and Mine of Perlis. So overall, the cheapest cost route is RM5.91 with 41.8 km. However, I would like to recommend some recommendation, which is although the cost is cheap and affordable, the government should find an alternative way for the internet connection to be available during any natural disaster that will occur, especially during flood, to avoid any unnecessary problem that can harm people's lives. Okay, that's all from us.